You got companies that don't want to acknowledge your request when you get hired. More so when you put your request in before you get hired, when you put your request in when you get hired. As in, you probably need off May the 5th, whatever that day is in that year. You probably need off again on your birthday if you work on your birthday. If you don't work on your birthday, that is your tradition. You probably request off Thanksgiving or Christmas, one of them, or New Year's Eve, because you have family you going out of town with family, or family reunion with your whatever the case is in that time. The problem is most jobs do not want to honor or approve them days because that's when they need help the most. Especially on major holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Eve, because the shortage of the staff they have in that amount of time from the time they hire until the year ended of that year, in the year. So in the midst of this, most jobs cannot honor that at the moment, or they can work around you, including if they also have PTO. Even though you just started and you ain't gonna have no PTO, of course you're not gonna have PTO anyway because you just started. So you have to accumulate by working as many days if you pick up, if you're the type of person that picks up. So you have to accumulate them PTO before you can acknowledge and go out of town if you have any more trips within that year or in the following year. But in the midst of the year that you have just started with this job, you are very, very unlikely to get approved, and that is what I am hitting up now. Since I have been with this job and I request 2 months out, different months for October and December, right about now they are hesitant to give me one of the months, but it's like certain days in the month I can request off. For example, October is my month for me to explore. Of course, I request that day off. I did a week off on my birthday, but they do not want to give me them whole 7 days. My next one will be in Thanksgiving. I request 2 weeks off because of where I'm doing, where I'm going, or how I'm spending time with my family. At the moment, they cannot honor approve that because they don't have enough staff and they really trying to keep agency out the building. But in the midst of it by now, you're going to have agency in the building. Even though you do not want to pay them, you're going to have agency in the building. Only reason because other people works harder. Even though we pick up so much, there's a time there is also a need to have a break. And I had these days before I got hired, so it should at least be honored. At the moment, that is like in the air. What happened if you don't get approved? You have made that commitment and it's already paid for. Go. You gotta make some money somewhere else. Always have a backup plan. Your backup plan is to make sure you have another temp service on the side, or you should keep Shift Money, eShift, and all the other apps. Oh, my face killing up. But yeah, so that is what I am heading to. Not for sure if you want to approve them days. Don't know why I couldn't get my whole 14 days that I approve out. That's 2 weeks. But I got told is I probably had to work some of them days off on, and that's kind of impossible if you're not in that state for work. But like I said before, some of these jobs do not want to honor your days that you request off because they need that help. Even though you have set them days, your stuff is paid for, you're just working for the extra money for you can enjoy yourself, whatever you are going or you're trying to do, or the day that you request vacation. And right about now, them jobs is not, of course, like I said, you're not going to have PTO. Can you reschedule? You can, but you're not going to, because this is twice that you had to reschedule and pull money away from what you was doing. but it was already set before you got hired that this is the days I need to be requested off. And that I want to approve. So, is it important to you to go? Yeah, it's important. The important is that you want to enjoy yourself. The important is your family didn't have a family reunion in a while, so you want to meet or put a name with the faces more to family reunions and stuff like that. So yeah, that is what this is. Most jobs are requesting, denying your request or not for sure if they go approve you, even though there is a big advancement in this notice. It's a whole 2 month or 4 months or 5 months in advance. Sometimes most jobs do not want to honor that because that is their main holiday. This is your girl Latanya, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye bye.